I don't even have my Book of Faces on right now, so I can't see who's live because I should have a multi-screen thing going on here. But good morning. We're a little late.
Seems like it's been about 8 months since I've seen you.
8 months. It's been a long 8 months. Well,
Been a couple of weeks.
You were going out. Beat it.
Yeah, beat off 2024.
Beat up. Are you done?
We're done.
Okay. I ran over some beets the other day on Demers, I think it was. Squished some beets. Actually, I lied. It was way South Washington. I was surprised there were beets.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. No biggie.
Yeah, if they get a new bridge in, that won't be a problem anymore.
Well, so many things.
Yeah,
Many things to talk about. Is the election almost done? We're almost there, right?
We're getting there. We got another week or so to go, 2 weeks.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Praise the Lord.
It'll be nice when it's all done.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I have heard if you have your early, or if you have a mail-in ballot, if you send that in, the texts and the emails and the calls stop. So if you have one, do it. That's as I've heard. I don't know. Don't quote me. So good morning. I hope my guest is okay. She was going to join me, and that's okay. I get it. Life happens. It's kind of what we've had going on in the last few weeks. So here's, there's, and everywheres.
But there is a phone.
Yeah, that's okay. It's
okay.
You know what? I get it. Life happens, and I've been guilty myself. So that's okay. We're full of grace here.
There we go.
Put a fork in it. So so happy to be here. Happy to be doing this. Pivoting a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about Halloween today. I've got my Great Pumpkin Believer shirt on. So
I see that. That's cool.
I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm excited about Halloween in the Grand Cities. We have some really amazing things going on, and so I want to share because really a lot about this show is about community, and so getting engaged and being a part of your community. So
can I ask you one thing?
Oh yeah.
Are you a big fan of Charlie Brown?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Good.
Do you want a fun fact?
Sure.
Okay, so pretty much everyone in Williston, North Dakota calls me Chuck.
Oh.
All the way through. So it's still to this day, but they call me Chuck because when I was a little one, I told my dad watching Charlie Brown that I wanted Chuck to be my name. And so everyone from my teachers to everybody. So people don't know me as Courtney in Williston sometimes.
Wow.
So
okay, can I tell you a little known fact?
Yeah, let's do this fun fact.
I actually played the lead role in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. I was Chuck.
You were?
Yeah, I still remember a lot of the solos, and
Oh my gosh.
that was a long time ago.
Listen, there's some good messaging, although we've been watching, and you can only get on Apple TV. I have the DVD, but I can't figure out how to hook up my DVD player right now, but we got on Apple TV. And pretty much every night we've been watching The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh boy,
with my son, and so he's like, "Mom, can I call people a blockhead?" And I was like, "Let's not." But they do say a lot of there's some interesting stuff. But it was last night I saw it was it came out in 1966. So yeah.
I was a whole 1 year old.
Yeah. See, I didn't know it was. I apologize for saying that. I didn't know that movie was that old. So what a good show. I love it.
I like that. No, you cannot use the B word.
Yeah.
Blockhead.
Blockhead. And
that's good stuff.
He's like, why is that Lucy so mean? So I think it's great. So there you go. If you want to call me Chuck, I will turn around and probably look for you. So
okay.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. So
Chuck.
This is Put a Fork in It. Grand Forks' most sporadic video show. We're here usually Tuesdays at 9:30 every other week, but sometimes we double up and surprise people. So, and fun thing, I've been hearing from all kinds of people in the community and from that have been visiting from California, Nevada, and they were like, "Hey, I watch your show," and so I just want to say thank you. I never know who's watching, and so I think that's super exciting, and so thank you for tuning in, however you're doing that. So let's get the dirty details out of the way. My name is Courtney Barstead Logan. I'm a realtor here in the Grand Cities with eXp Realty. You can find me on social media at Grand Cities Living. You can re-watch any of the shows we've got going on here on YouTube, and you can tune in to Put a Fork in It on your favorite podcast streaming site. So there you go. And then if you get offended by anything I say today, feel free to email my broker at nd.broker@exprealty.net. All right, all of that out of the way. It is spooky season. I think we went from summer yesterday to today. We had a thunderstorm overnight, which I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, it was lightning on my way to work this morning.
Wild. Yeah.
6:30 in the morning. It was lightning to beat heck.
Yeah, I kept thinking, what is that? And then we used to live closer to Demers, so I was like, oh, is that the train? You know, because you hear the rumble a little bit. And No, it was thunderstorm. So,
Yeah.
so now it's wild. The trees have now started dropping all their leaves around. I think leaf pickup is starting this week, maybe, and usually they make some runarounds here in town. So there's your fun reminder if you are in one of the areas with a lot of leaves, put them on your berm, and the city comes out with their snuffleupagus and sucks them all up. So I love watching it. I'm a fan. I love vacuuming and seeing all that. So today, wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in the Grand Cities. I have made a handy dandy list, and I tried to pull together the different events that I saw on Facebook, Visit GF, all of those kind of places to see what's going on, because there are a ton of trunk or treats. There's a ton of trick or treats. There's carnivals. There's things. There's even Halloween trivia at Brick and Barley. So I tried to include all of that in my guide. And so if you're watching this and you want that, feel free to just drop the word Halloween and I will send that over to you. But just going through a few things. Also understanding some of this stuff is outside. So because we never know what Mother Nature is doing, next week it could SNOW, and we're really hoping it doesn't. But if it does, check on these places, Facebook pages or wherever, just to see if there's anything that has changed with them. So don't come at me if something changes with it. So fun starts this Saturday, the 26th, which is really, really cool. And the first thing that you can do is you can get up and you can go to Family Day at the North Dakota Museum of Art, which is really cool. Oh, Donald Trump started talking there.
I forgot he talked.
He talks.
Yeah.
You can head over to the Museum of Art, which is a free event you can go over, and it's got a fall and Halloween theme to it. So take your family over there, and then you can come on over to where we're at right now in the Grand Cities Mall, because they're going to have a trick or treat from 11 to 2. Let me backtrack. 10 to 12 is the North Dakota Museum of Art. Then you've got 11 to 2. Trick or treat inside the Grand Cities Mall. I know the folks at Grand Forks Best Source are always here. They might give you full-size candy bars. Is that true?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, we've got a lot of candy though.
Okay. We'll see what they've got, but all kinds of stops here. And if the weather isn't great, what a great time to do a little trick-or-treating inside. I also am a huge advocate for getting the most amount of wear out of your Halloween costume. So make sure that you can hit up at least 3 events this year, and it pays for itself.
Sure.
There's a Halloween carnival then at University Park from 1 to 3 that day. Also a trunk or treat in Northwood at the Health Center from 1 to 3. There's a treat trail on Saturday from 1 to 3 downtown Grand Forks businesses. So here's what's like a cool little thing. If you're like, hey, I want to stop into the silo and get one of those cute little UND shirts that they've got going on, bring your kiddo in their costume. They can trick or treat. You can get yourself something, nice. So go down and do that. Maybe stop for a little Rhombus pizza. And then there is Haunted Stacks at the Grand Forks Public Library. So that's from 2 to 4. I was just at the public library on Saturday night for their music and mocktails, and that was a very cool event. So head over there. They've got a lot of fun stuff. Do the Halloween stacks. Kids can play, go down the slide in their Spider-Man costume, whatever you want to do, but another great indoor event. And then at Patch on the Point that night, there's going to be an outdoor movie, Hocus Pocus. So.
And the weather's supposed to be pretty decent.
It should be.
I mean, compared to what it could be.
Absolutely, it should be.
we're talking 50s, 60s. That's nice.
That's so nice. Yep. And it's nice. We can bundle up and do those things.
Mm-hmm.
We are, I feel like we're in our Hocus Pocus era and our Charlie Brown era at the house. So we've been watching Hocus Pocus 1 and 2 kind of nonstop. So I'm living my best life with it with my little guy. So really getting him involved. Then on Sunday, there's the Half Pint Haunt. If you've never been to the Myra Museum, this is really cool. So you can go to the Myra Museum, and they've got a cool setup going on there. It's called the Half Pint Haunt. It does not have alcohol. So I was thinking this was like a,
You lost me.
Yeah. So Half Pint Haunt is what it's called at the Myra Museum on Sunday, 1 to 4. Then you can go to the churches. So we've got from 3 to 5, Sharon Lutheran and Calvary Lutheran are also doing trunk or treats. So that's pretty cool. You can hit all of those up. Red Ray Lanes has trunk or treat in their parking lot. So you could go over, do some bowling, and do a little trick or treating. I drove by that last year, and it looked like a really fun event in the parking lot there. I've never been to Platinum Cuts, but Business in Town. And so they've got a trunk or treat at 5 o'clock, so Platinum Cuts. And then the YMCA has a cool party that night, Sunday night, 6 to 8, called the Hoot and Howl. And you can head out there and really 6 to 8 on a Sunday night, let's be honest, just to get some of the energy out of any kid
Sure.
or even yourself.
Yep.
Perfect timing. So
Get the energy out of them by getting more candy for them.
yeah, I know. And that's the concern I have. Like, candy in needs to be candy out.
Yeah,
We get
yeah.
so much candy. So, so if anyone knows of a place that's doing a candy drop off, please let us know. We'll send it to the troops wherever, you know, whatever needs to happen. Please let me know.
Yeah.
Yes. And then October 28th, this is usually one of our favorite events, is the Halloween Bash at the Pollard Athletic Center. Sometimes people are like, I had no idea about that. It's 6:30 to 8:30. It's put on by the student, let's see if I can say this right, Student Athletic Advisory Committee. I think that is right. And so each of the athletic teams at UND puts on a little booth. So we've got like the tennis players are there. They're playing tennis in the Pollard. The kids love that. My son is like obsessed with going over there and playing tennis with those players. Football's got like a football throw going on. Softball's actually like, they usually have this like tunnel set up. Soccer's got where you can kick against the soccer players. Track's got some like little mini track meets set up. So you can come out, you can do that. Kids get to take pictures with their student athletes' favorites all dressed up. And all they ask is that you bring a non-perishable food item, because they're going to try to win again, I think, the Summit League food drive. And so this kind of helps that. So great time indoors, 6:30 to 8:30. You can come again, just let the kids run around. There's tons of space in there. So really cool event. The 29th, I've got one event. So again, if anyone's seeing stuff that I'm not, skate or treat at the VFW Arena in East Grand Forks. That's kind of cool. So 5 to 7, so you can put the skates on with your costume and get around. And then the 30th, there is this is some big trunk or treats. So the Rydell Giamato Center, that is where the big trunk or treat's going to be from 5 to 7. I've heard that's a real Jim Dandy of a trunk or treat. So they go all out over there at Rydell. So hit them up. And then Cairo RX also has one from 5 to 7. So you can go over and see them. And then for those of the 21 plus, you can hit up Brick and Barley Halloween Trivia. So we can't forget about those that like to celebrate later. I think the Zombie Pub Crawl was this last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some other different ones. So yes, gonna wet my whistle here.
Whistle, wet.
Hey, so this Liquid Death was on the news today.
Uh-oh.
There's a thing called, it's like a interesting packaging of how places are doing, like sunscreen that looks like whipped cream in a can to try to get people. Yeah,
sure.
This is, they said it's boring to be boring.
Well, I've got to admit, when I saw Liquid Death, I didn't realize it was just water.
It's just water.
Yeah.
Yep, Liquid Death. Here we go.
I just got a text when we first started. Did you hear about this smart water thing?
What? Now
You know,
what?
it's smart
Does it make
water.
you
What
smart?
the lawsuit? Yeah, the guy actually sued the company.
For not making him smart?
Yeah. So I'm thinking about a lawsuit against Thin Mints. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I like that. Okay. Yikes. What's next?
Yeah.
It's hard saying. Okay, so the 31st is here. You can trick or treat around certain neighborhoods, which is awesome and fantastic, and I'm excited to hit up our neighborhood. But if you want to just start getting after it, Halloween Town Pit Stop from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address, just to kind of give you that, is 924 Belmont Road. That's going to be sponsored by a ton of folks all the way from Safe Kids. I think there was a pizza. I think Rhombus Pizza is usually a part of it. You even have the District 18 Meyer, Christensen, and Better are sponsoring there. So you've got all kinds of folks from the community that have come together to create this pit stop, and there's going to be different things that you can do to like stop, chill out, pick up some candy, and go from there. Belmont is a huge Halloween town type place to be. So I have not taken my child. I think I would probably lose him on Belmont. So I think we're going to stick, my little Captain America and I are just going to stick close to home then.
Well, do they actually block off a chunk of that street for that?
Yes. Yeah. So I think 10th is blocked off for that,
Okay.
is what it says. So
Okay.
so the address they kind of gave is at 924 Belmont Road to like give you a
Yeah.
pinpoint to go to. So so that's 12 to 9. I don't know who's trick or treating at 12, but I don't know that I'll be home with my candy then.
Yeah.
So 12 to 9, good for you.
The lights won't even be off.
They won't be off. This is one of my favorites, and I'm going to really try to sneak my son over. But indoor trick or treating at Edwards Senior Living, the residents love having the kids over for this.
Yeah.
So they get to see the kids come in and are sitting out with their candy. And so if you can and you can sneak over there, I think that would probably, the kids will love getting candy, but that would make those residents' day. And I've heard that it's just something that they look forward to. So head over there. ATA Martial Arts from 4 to 7, they've got trick or treating, and then you can learn about what they do at ATA Martial Arts. Zion Lutheran Church is 4:30 to 6:30, so you can do a trunk or treat after school. And then I've heard this is a really fun one too, trick or treating at Shields from 5:30 to 7:30. Again, a really great one if you want something indoors. So that's super fun. And then Augustana Lutheran Church, 6 to 7's got a trunk or treat, just a quick one you can stop by. And oh, you know what? I put the wrong place on here, but there's a community Halloween party, and it shouldn't say Augustana Lutheran Church. It should say the Emerado Community Center.
Oh,
so
okay.
so we've got some stuff on there. So so in all of this, there's so much you can do. There's so many places you can support. Go out and do this. Have fun. Just gives you something to do. And people say, where are you taking the kids this weekend, or what can we do for Halloween? You can do a little mini pub crawl if you want to, if you're 21 plus. You can do the Brick and Barley trivia. You can do all of that, but really want to remind people about the safety in the community, and that was something we really talk about today. But see people flying by all the time on Halloween night, and it's my least favorite night to ever drive.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yep.
these kids think it's fair game just to run. So try to do yourself a favor. We've got all kinds of the glow sticks and things like that. My son thinks they're cool, but you can get the glow necklaces. But another good thing to do is to put the reflective strips on the backs and the fronts of their costume. They probably won't even know they're there.
Yeah.
But have that there. Put your dang phone down and pay attention, because again, these little goobers just want to go house to house, and
Yeah.
they just want to
Just like we used to do when we were kids. Remember?
Yes. And so it's so hard. Like, all they care about is getting to that next candy spot. So please be vigilant. The high time for trick or treating is 5:30 to 9:30. So make sure, and that doesn't mean before 5:30 and after 9:30 is fair game. So
Yeah, right,
please,
right.
please remind your kids to cross at streets at the corners, not just zigging and zagging and doing that. Watch for cars that are turning, and also backing out of the driveway. People are leaving while trick or treating is happening.
And I'm sorry to do this, but this town's got horrible drivers.
Oh.
I mean, my goodness.
The worst.
I actually on my way to work, I happen to drive by police station.
Yeah.
And I see cars pulling in there all the time. Obviously, they work there. They don't use their blinker.
No.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. There's a blinker for a reason.
Way to set an example for these young kids.
I know. Yeah. There's just been some interesting, driving situations. So
We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Same. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Another one that to remember is if you do have a kid in like a 5-point or a booster seat or something, and they've got the bulky costume. We were a dinosaur one year, and it was adorable. But take it off before they sit in there. That tail's not going to help if you get in an accident. So remember to do that stuff. It's not going to snow next week. I'm just really hoping, but please be a good neighbor. If it does snow, if it's icy or anything like that, again, these little goobers, we've done it in snow, we've done it in heat, all of that, but they really just want your candy. And then be on the lookout for the extra pedestrians out and about. And if you have any this is my first Halloween with maybe with a little, or I'm sending my kids out for the first time without an adult with us, check out the Safe Kids what is it? Safe Kids at alltrue.org. They just sent out a fantastic mailer with all kinds of stuff on there. That's where I got my little tip of putting the reflective tape on Captain America's suit.
Yeah, they do a great job.
Awesome
at
job.
Safe Kids, yeah.
Yeah, so all the stuff you probably didn't even think of. So check them out if you need any tips and tricks. Hope to see you on the trail of picking up Halloween treats. I'm not going to tell you what we've got at our house, but we've got some exciting stuff. I might just have to leave it in a bowl because I'm not ready to let my kiddo go on his own. I am the mom that will stand out of the house and say, "Did you say thank you?" To every single one. So I will be annoying and do that. But if anyone has any other things, please drop it in the chat or message me. And again, if you want a copy of this, just comment Halloween and I will get that out to you ASAP. Wishing everyone a happy Halloween if we don't talk about Halloween next week. And with everything you do today, make sure you put a fork in it.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.